Hello, we love clouds and the sky is blue and it's beautiful green grass outside and we're looking at the tree. It's a ligustrum. It's got beautiful foliage and leaves all over it. Wow. Hello, everyone. I hope we have a very friendly show today. I'm drinking coffee. It's very flavorful and good. My mother came home today. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you where she came home from. There seems to be some kind of an issue with the notifications, and I'm talking like this to make sure that I try to remember not to curse, because for some reason, you know what? Maybe notifications are just down for all channels on YouTube right now. I didn't even think about that. Because I'm still not getting one. I'm still not getting one, and in addition, I actually have an idea. I'm going to kill the live show only on the main channel. Alright? I'm going to kill the live show on the main channel. And my idea is to write a new title to maybe...
Got some notes. Jacob
just stream from my phone.
In back.
Hey Jacob, I've got to kill the YouTube channel, main channel, because nothing's happening there. So we're just gonna... Okay. Wait! Oh wait! Big Merc just came in and said he got some notifications. Oh my god, I must miss that. Did you get the notifications on YouTube? What was that, Jim?
Bigmac 83.
I can see that you're
I'm here on main YT.
Is that you clicked on it because you got a notification from the main YouTube channel? Big Merc, that's what I'm trying to find out.
I just went, yeah, no, nothing like that yet.
Like, you're certain it was a YouTube notification? You didn't like see a Facebook pop up and then just open up YouTube and go to my channel? Or did you click on a YouTube notification from my main channel?
Bigmac 83. Just main, not others.
You got an... See, the reason I didn't get an alert is because I'm logged into that channel. But if you got an alert on the main channel, then there should definitely be more than one person watching right now. It's a weekend. It's a Saturday afternoon.
83. YT note.
Dude, it's weird that no one's here. So are all notifications off across all of YouTube? Hey man, we got Rumble going on, and the Rumble chat is right here.
Jacob Cheeseman. I didn't get an alert for YouTube.
Token Tony Z. Facebook and Rumble, no, YouTube went out.
Zach Bridges. What's up, brother?
Hello, Zach Bridges.
Bigmac 83. Are you running to different titles?
Yes, I might be running 2 different titles. This title is promising to bring all the nitification feels. That's the second title.
Megsy Williams. Hey nay.
One of my YouTube channels isn't running.
Zach Bridges.
Hey, Megsy.
Mine was on Facebook.
Yeah. Something's up with YouTube, right? We don't know what's up with YouTube. It's weird.
Casper. Yo.
Yo. It's Casper.
I'm just checking to see if it works.
We lost Cyber.
Yeah.
Jacob Cheeseman. I got YA pulled up on the tube and
Ice,
GFB.
Ice, can you come into Discord?
Bigmac 83.
Because we don't even have
Over
Cyber
here
today,
on
bro.
another YT channel now.
And Jiminy's like low energy Jiminy today. He's like low energy Jiminy. For some reason, very low energy. Very low energy. I've got Covfefe. I guess I should do it in front of a mirror, huh? I've got Covfefe. Is very low energy, Jim.
I was cleaning all day, man. Come on.
Low energy, Jim. Low
I was
energy.
cleaning all day. I just stopped.
You want to know what I did today? I sat in the hospital room and waited for my mom to get cleared while we were getting so angry because they were ignoring
Zach
us.
Bridges. I watch
I'm not even going to tell you the story.
almost every single time you're live on Facebook.
What? Zach Bridges? Why don't you ever talk to me, Zach Bridges? That's crazy. I've never even heard of you before.
I just don't want to over talk other people.
That's fair, but the thing is to just time it to when, like, there's nobody saying something in the chat.
Yeah.
So everybody can hear you that way.
Everybody get their comments in. I'm gonna pick up another bowl later. I had it ready.
Token Tony's and Rumble Crazy. All of you should be with Token Tony's. Hey, I made a haiku. No,
83.
I didn't. Yes,
The
I
stream
could have
must
possibly.
restarted 2 minutes ago.
That was a haiku. No, it probably wasn't. I'm joking.
I don't even know what the fuck I had. I'm not. I know it's a poem.
Vigmuk 83. There are 2 on the YT feed.
There's 2 people watching from YouTube, but listen, bro. Do you know how many people we have watching the show right now?
Vigmuk 83.
No.
Also, only
This
5
morning there were
YT
so many
channels
people.
are live.
Bro, right now there's so many people. We went from...
Yeah.
Zach Bridges. What do you mean?
We
you've
went
never
from
heard of
3
me? I
people to
always
now
ask you
21.
If you can play your electric guitar.
There. Just takes a second.
We multiplied the amount of people here by 7. Heard of me. I always ask you if you can play your... Zach Bridges. Does anybody recognize the name Zach Bridges in the chat?
No.
Huh. Zach, I'm not doubting you.
Vigmuk 83.
I'm not doubting you. I want you to know
Number
that.
2 streams.
I just, for
Check
some
my
reason, I've
live
overlooked you,
videos.
and I don't know why. But hey, man,
Also, Ira Twitter
I see you now, man. I see you.
Monkey 1.
I see you. I
What's
want you to
up,
know
my
that. I
friend?
see you. All right?
Megsy Williams.
I see you now.
No.
Especially if you're asking for me to play guitar. I totally see you, bro.
Yeah.
Vigmuk 83.
Guitar.
Twitter is starting to like me. Jacob
Twitter's starting to like all of us. Twitter's starting to like all of us. Isn't it funny?
Now.
Big Merc 83 was so algorithmed. And look,
Sounds kinda familiar.
Big Merc 83 was on Twitter before he met me. Am I correct, Big Merc? When I say that? You already had a Twitter account, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Big Merc 83.
Zach Bridges. Thank you, sir.
Zach Bridges, and all of a sudden your name seems familiar to me. Now all of a sudden it does. Now that...
Zach Bridges. You're the man.
That's funny.
Vigmuk 83.
I'm the one that got
no,
you...
sir, did not.
Merc got on Twitter and retweeted the wrong thing.
Orphan Monkey 1.
I don't know if it was me
Ghost Bands.
or if it was something else that he did or something that he typed or some line of code that he mistakenly typed in that
83.
bans you totally
Got
so that
Twitter,
no one will
just
ever
Libra.
see your tweets again. But Big Merc got banned from Twitter so nobody will ever see his tweets ever. And bro, I can't tell you how many times I've retweeted him and liked his tweets that he puts out there, and you guys don't see him even when I retweet him. And I'm like, dude, that Twitter algorithm hates him. And, you know, most of the time it might have something to do with the fact that I'm retweeting the tweet that he tweeted of me. Dude, there's 20, there's 30 of you here now. And I just want to say, all of you guys, thank you so much coming here on a Saturday afternoon and hanging out. It's great to have you all here. My mom's out of the hospital. She's relaxing right in front of me. She's just relaxing, taking it easy. I think she should lay down, but she says, I've been laying down for the last few days. I don't want to lay down.
Chris Valentine. I can't see no Big Mike. Big Mac 83.
You can't.
I'm like a mini Nays Garden channel.
Ghost bands, go figure. Orphan Monkey 1. Big Mark got Twitter just for you, bro.
Big Mac 83.
Thank
Mumsy, we miss you. Kisses.
Mom, you hear that?
Chris Valentine. Bless her heart and soul.
Mom, you hear that? They're saying, they've missed you, and they're sending you kisses. And they say, bless you. They're glad you're home. Thank you so much, she says. Hey, how about a mom cam? We could get a mom cam going here. Let's take a look at that. Hey,
Mexie Williams.
we got mom cam going on there.
Get
Let's
well,
take a peek.
Mom.
Right there. She's right in between there, but you can't see. She's right over there, but I can't get around. The camera won't see. She's just right behind those monitors there. She's kind of hidden. I was driving her
Orphan Monkey 1.
car.
Anytime they link a name, it's automatically gone through the original band, so to speak.
And I put it on the Sirius XM channel for the old school rap music, and they played bum 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 bum
Chris
bum
Valentine.
bum 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 bum
Much
bum
love
bum.
and
You know that
healing
song?
energy, sending your way.
And I was like,
You keep on healing.
whoop. Yeah, right. And I was like, oh my God, this is so fun to listen to. On just jamming
Mexie
that.
Williams. Sunday morning here.
Healing energy sending your way. Chris Valentine. Thank you, Chris Valentine. That's very nice of you. It's very nice of you. He says much love and healing energy right there. You see that? It'll come across the screen. And you guys remember, you're welcome to come over to Rumble, which is doing really good now. We got 16 people watching on Rumble. We got 17 people watching across all the YouTube and Facebooks, the Twitch, the Twitter, the D-Live. And I believe Odyssey's having a problem.
Chris
I don't know what's going on with
Valentine.
Odyssey. And
Your energy and soul are strong.
really, I'm exhausted, but thank you.
Jeez.
Bro, what's that? What's that? Is that a Twitter notification? Something went out.
Twitter? Let me check.
I'm switching accounts. So, my buddy, all right, let me get this right. My buddy Joe, shut the fuck up shitlib on Twitter, he put up a statement, He's like, I've got proof that AOC watches Rev Black Network.
Orphan Monkey 1.
And
Any new Twitter file opinions?
he pretty much does have the proof. The guys at Rev Black Network say deeply unserious, which is, I guess, not a
Chris
very common
Valentine.
term, but
You've got this, Nay.
maybe we should Google it.
One love hash. Good energy and blessings sent. You are an amazing being.
Thank you, Chris. So are you. Let me think here 1 second. Deeply unserious, right? Okay, Google. Deeply unserious.
These are the top results.
Huh. Dude. It's a common term. It's a very common term. Oh boy, man. Shut the fuck up, shitlib. I gotta stop him now. Okay.
Billy Ballantyne. Facebook is fogging up bad. Says you won't live, so I just started scrolling. Then for you live for 12 minutes already. Fucking penile Tuggerberg.
Well, I'll make it up to you, Billy. How about this?
You can manually go to it.
Billy Ballantyne show. All right, I decree this a Billy Ballantyne show, and the show
Chris
starts
Valentine. LOL, get him.
now. Billy, what do you want? What do you want to do? It's your show, buddy. What's up? There's a thing called the Deeply Unserious Sasquatch Brewing Company. I'm going to take some screenshots and send them to him. Or I might just tweet them at
Billy
him.
Valentine. Set that table on fire.
Deeply unserious is a common term. Ken. This one is from 2017. Your article in Lawfare, it says, Europe is deeply unserious. Dude, STF shitlib. He's gonna get the picture. I'm gonna tweet him every single one of these as a response, and he's gonna be like, he's totally gonna get it. So I wonder if anybody else has already told him that. So let's go through the answers. I ain't trying to hear everyone says that. No the fuck they don't, especially over on the left. Nick drilled that phrase in our heads. That in the most propagandized country on earth. We know who coined that shit. Right? That's my friend Unholy Rome. Unholy again. I'm going to have to fuck around and pay
Chris
Joe to clip
Valentine.
how many times Nick said this.
Yeah,
Lol.
let's talk. How rude of him to say.
He's
Say
trying to
that
say
he's
that because
disrespectful.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez says Deeply Unserious,
Nick Brown.
that she watches Nick Brown's
Rome is
Nick
awesome.
Brown, that she watches Nick's podcast. Shut the fuck up, shitlib says, dude, I was 100% thinking of doing that. It's not a good time for me to start something of that magnitude, though. I'll keep my eyes and ears peeled, though. There's replies to that, but wait, I'm going down the main thread. AOC watches RBN. She doesn't have the guts to be interviewed by them. Someone said it's got 22 likes. And then Joe says she is deeply unserious. 32 likes. I hate to be the bringer of bad news, but you know me. I'm a truth guy, and I think that's what Shut the Fuck Up Shitlib loves about me. Is that I'm going to show him how common this term is, that it's been around for years, and that there's a very big possibility that AOC heard that somewhere else. You know? When I saw her tweet Deeply Unserious, I immediately thought of Socialist MMA. My mind went there.
Billy
That's his
Valentine.
catchphrase.
Rude? Who? I missed it.
Rude?
Cassie. Hello. Big Mac 83. Imago, check my bot status.
How rude of him to
Billy
say and say
Valentine.
that and to be disrespectful.
It's loud here. Sorry. Chris Valentine. Love your energy, nay.
He's not being disrespectful.
You are the man.
No, he's not being disrespectful.
You are the guy.
He had a very good... All of these people have a very good premise. This is... You guys... Hey, Merc, this is going to be one of those clip moments, bro. Okay, check this out. All of these people have a very good reason to believe what they all believe based on the evidence they were presented. In my opinion, it's very convincing evidence. Nick says a term all the time.
Chris Valentine. My apologies.
He says deeply unserious on his podcast all the time. Everyone knows that. It's something he says a lot. AOC used it in a tweet, and then Shut the Fuck Up Shitlib saw the tweet, posted it, and says evidence that AOC watches,
Chris Valentine. I'm
Nick's show.
Abso-funkin-lutely.
I Google the term, and it turns out it's a very common term. And it's very commonly used in politics and talking about nations and whatever. Chances are AOC could have seen that term somewhere else, right? Most likely she did. I don't know why she would be watching Nick's broadcast, but there is a good possibility that she does watch it, and maybe she did get the term from him. But at the same time, this is too much. There's too much. I guess I would call it. You want to go outside, little buddy? There's too much evidence against it to say that that is definitely true. I mean, it's possible. And all these people pumping each other up is making it worse, because what they're doing is they're living inside a bubble right now. And they're doing like a they're a straw man for sure, but they're also
Miss Valentine,
feeding into each other.
I have learned a lot from you.
Thanks, Chris. There's some kind of groupthink that's going on with all of them, in that a few people make a statement, they're very popular people in that group, and everybody starts piling on and saying, yes, you nailed it. You totally nailed it, blah, blah, blah. But none of them thought, wait, maybe I should just hop on Google like I did, because I'm a skeptic. And you can't fucking tell me anything, right? I've got a smartphone, and so do all of you, and so do they. They all, or so do them, right? So do them. So do they. So do they. All of them.
Yeah.
All of them have smartphones too. All of them have the ability to simply Google a fact like that and find out if a term like that was made up and made popular by Nick. It's a common term, and I proved it, right? And I got all these screenshots of it. It's very common. And I'm going to show him.
Billy Valentine.
And I could be
Asian Kiana.
the guy who proves everybody wrong.
Asian Kiana gets bored. Asian Keanu Reeves.
But I don't want to be that guy. So I'm just going to go to my homie. And I'm going to go 1, send, 2, send, 3, send, 4, send. Okay. I just blew up Shut the Fuck Up Shitlib's Twitter Messenger. And when he checks his messages, he's going to see, instead of me shaming him publicly, as I'm doing on my show right now. Hey man, but I tell you what, it's not the group of people that are involved on Twitter, at least. And none of those people will see. I sent him a message just to be like, dude, look at all these deeply unserious. So don't go wasting your time trying to make what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do him a favor. So if I was trying to be a dick, I'd tweet that shit out and I'd show everybody how smart I am. But that's just me being a dick. Nobody cares that I'm smart. Nobody cares that I fucking thought to look at a Google, right? Nobody cares. What's cool is he's not going to go trying to make some fucking stupid ass video of every time that Nick says deeply unserious and then show the tweet of AOC saying deeply unserious. Because he'd never show all those pictures I just sent him in his video. At the same time, now that he's seen them, he knows, hey man, it could definitely be something else. This is not definitive proof that AOC watches Nick's podcast. It's not definitive proof. And what would be interesting is to go on Twitter and search the term deeply unserious. That would be another thing we could do. I'll do that right now. And just see if it comes up a lot, you know. I have a feeling we're going to get it trending. Let's see what happens. Deeply unserious.
I'm checking.
Mom, 5 great kids and wannabe writer. Angela, Ryan, Duncan, deeply unserious, or so I'm told. Deeply unserious Siani. Young, hot, ebony girl takes huge pill for depression. Me,
Nick
3 hours
83.
ago. The French are a deeply
Hash
unserious
line
country
55%,
full
and you
of
are
perverts and
47%.
racists. AOC, December 8th. Deeply unserious doesn't bother me one bit, doesn't deter me. The deeply unserious shit, something to go out. So I'm going to copy that and I'm going to message that to homie too. You know? It's the search for deeply unserious on Twitter. And so he'll be able to go and just click on it and be like, oh, it's a common term. Nick didn't make this up.
Yvette Tevenel. Good afternoon, all.
If you tweet, if you look at it on Twitter, bro, everything deeply unserious, deeply unserious, deeply unserious, deeply unserious, deeply unserious. I think deeply unserious is a fucking horrible term. I wonder how Nick uses it. Because I just thought about it for the first time after all of this. I swear this is the first time I actually thought about what's the meaning of deeply unserious. And then I was like, oh, it's just something can either be serious. People can be taking something seriously. Or the opposite of that. Because I think there's a bunch of words that would describe that as well. When people aren't taking things seriously. You know? Lackadaisical? What's that? Okay, Google.
Yep.
Lackadaisical definition.
Here's the definition
Chris
of
Valentine.
lackadaisical. Lacking enthusiasm
Absolutely.
and determination.
So
Carelessly
do.
lazy.
They
Carelessly
do.
lazy.
They them. The
That
they
might be
do.
during the stream. They're very
Control
lackadaisical.
try to control us. Not me. I'm not one to flock with the sheep.
We can tell.
I'm my own person. I mind my own.
We
but,
like
but
you.
I respect each to their own. Loving hash this.
We approve.
Smoke
This
weed
message.
every day. Medicine.
We call it cannabis.
Non-drug. Peaceful.
It is a
hash
drug.
slightly Full.
Don't be a liar.
Absolutely.
Okay, Chris. Time to go to school. Cannabis is a drug. You just called it medicine. And then you said non-drug. Those two statements are incongruent. Okay, Google. Incongruent definition.
Incongruent. That was a good one. I haven't.
Here's the
never used
definition
that.
of incongruity.
I like it though.
The state of being incongruous or out of keeping.
Those two statements are
Incongruent.
out of. They don't comport. Okay, Google. Comport
Oxymoron.
definition. Dude, I wish you would stop talking every time I fucking try to Google something.
Here's the definition of comport. Formal. Conduct oneself. Behave.
Hey man, comport yourself, son. When you hear me Googling, dude, that means you're not talking. And as soon as I'm done Googling, then you can talk. But understand that when I say those words, I'm not gonna say them right now, but when I say those words, and you start talking immediately, it confuses me. It doesn't confuse the Googling thing so much. It's been getting it right every time. But you're
Total
confusing me, bro. I can't
drug.
think.
Good one, but still a drug.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's like you think I'd say, yeah, man, the Google thing is misinterpreting, but it's getting it every time, bro. It's like, damn, comport. Conduct oneself. Behave. To comport. So I got that wrong. It doesn't comport. That's the wrong way. It doesn't jive. And the reason why is because when you look up the definition of the word drug, it's something that affects the body
Chris
physiologically.
Valentine. It's not a drug. It's a medicine.
Dude,
Plant grown.
every fucking medicine just about on the planet comes from some kind of plant. Okay? Think about all the pain shit. Think about the poppy fields. Okay?
Chris Valentine. Medicine in my eyes.
Bro, Chris, you can't be like this, okay? You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because you came in before and you gave us this big spiel. You said, I'm not one to flock with the sheep, okay? What you're doing is you found a flock to flock with, and you're flocking with them, okay? I've heard a million people say what you're saying, and you're doing what they all say like you've been indoctrinated. You have to understand, we have to agree on terms if we're going to have good communication, and terms are important. So the way you do that is you look up a definition of a word. And the word that's in question here right now, without a doubt, is the word drug. And I don't think you understand what the definition of the word drug is. And I've just
Chris
explained it to you,
Valentine.
and I'll say it to you one more time.
Chemical industry meds are bad.
A-
Restream.io.
We're not talking about...
Congratulations. You've received 100 messages today with
Okay.
Restream chat.
You feel me?
Jacob Cheeseman. Preach it nay. Chris Valentine. I feel you. Chris Valentine.
It's not your opinion.
But
You
this
don't
is
get to
my
have an opinion about something that's a fact. Okay? You don't get to have an opinion. That's the problem with all of those people that have indoctrinated you into their flock, bro. Now, what I was going to tell you is I've already mentioned to you what the definition of the word drug is. It's something that affects you physiologically. Do you understand that? Anything that affects you physiologically. Not something from pharma. That doesn't make it a drug. Anything that affects your body physiologically. Check this out. You're dying of
Valentine.
thirst,
I just blocked Chris on Facebook preemptively.
right? What
Being
drug
done
do you
and
need if you're
putting
dying
AG
of
in my
thirst?
name.
What drug do you
I
need if
foresee
you're dying of
problems.
thirst? What's going to change your
Chris
body's
Valentine.
physiology and save your life
Yeah, you're
if
right.
you're literally dehydrated and
Chris
dying?
Valentine. Air does too.
Air does too. Air could be a drug, right? Give me 1 second.
Chris Valentine. None.
What are you doing? Oh, good.
Vigmuk 83. Gatorade.
Mom, I don't want you just walking a distance yet. Mom, what are you doing?
Ding, ding, ding.
Orphan Monkey 1. Popcorn. Vigmuk 83.
To hold you down
Confef.
and strap you
Chris
onto that seat.
Valentine. Got you. You get triggered easy.
Got you. I get triggered easily. I think you're the one here that's been triggered. You've been triggered to carry some kind of a.
Chris Valentine. Relax some, my guy. I'm still learning.
Bro, you don't get to tell me to relax. You haven't seen. You don't.
Chris Valentine.
You don't want to see me get angry.
One
Trust
love.
me. Trust me, Mr. One Love. You don't want to see me get angry, and everyone here has
Billy
seen me get
Valentine.
angry.
Fuck you, Chrissy. Argumentative dickwad.
Fuck you,
Chris
Chris.
Valentine.
Ooh, Billy doesn't like you.
I'm not faded.
Chris, this is Billy Valentine's show.
Billy Valentine. Told you.
Chris, do you understand that this is Billy Valentine's show? I think you should apologize to Billy
Jacob Cheeseman.
because you're being
times three.
argumentative
Vigmuk 83.
unnecessarily.
Don't try to trigger Nay for fun. You will feel the wrath of the god of hellfire.
You don't want
Chris
that.
Valentine. I can and did. I've seen you. Chris Valentine. Okay. Chris Valentine. I'm sorry.
Orphan Monkey.
Orphan Monkey 1. Why on earth and how could you get or be angry, bro?
There's nothing to be angry
Vigmuk
about.
83. Yes, I am deeply offended.
There's 30 of you here right now.
Chris Valentine. Billy. Patrick John Welder. Had a hell of a morning.
These are the greatest shows,
Marcos
bro.
Pizzas was an hour late. with
This
20
show's
pizzas,
about to
but I
go
ordered a day ahead.
off.
Shit.
This show's about to go off because I need to get centered into this
Billy
one.
Valentine.
position on.
Chris, your apology needs to be redirected. Tayword nay for being a dingleberry.
Billy, let me and
Chris
Chris
Valentine.
have one
Love this.
thing. Okay, Chris.
Jacob Cheeseman. I think I just dabbed a chip. WTF.
One love.
Chris Valentine. One love.
One
month,
love.
Nothing
One
but love
heart.
away, bro.
Let's get
Billy
together and feel alright. Bro. Okay. This is it. Chris.
Patrick John Welder.
In order for us,
Yeah, nay jail ISNT fun.
okay, in order for us to communicate, right, we have to agree on terms. That's the language, right? That's how we communicate. When we have language, we have words, and when we have words, we have definitions. And if you want to use a word, and you want to say something is something or isn't something, we have to agree on the definition first. So the definitions that I go with are the ones that if you look them up on the internet, because everybody can do that, the very first thing that pops up is what I go with. And it's usually from like Webster's or a wiki or, some kind of a just right out of the Google database, right? It'll just come right up from the most popular search result. They'll literally just give you the word and the definition, right? Look, Chris, you and I are starting over. Billy said you and I can start over. So this is it. We're going to start over. Me and you are going to start over. We got to redo. And Billy's letting us do it. Okay? Because Billy's listening. It's his show. Whatever he wants, he gets. Okay? So this is what's going on. Check this out. The word drug has a definition, and we can all agree on that. And I told you the definition twice. This is going to be the third time I'm going to tell you the definition of the word drug. Something that affects the body's physiology when you ingest it, put it on the skin, or somehow accept it onto or into your body. And that can mean, and we talked about water, if you were really thirsty, being a drug. Yes, water can be considered a drug. And it can be a dangerous drug, too. If you get too much water, you will die. It's happened. People were having a water chugging contest, and this girl drank too much water and she died. Water intoxication, it's actually a thing. So, yes, just about anything can be considered a drug. So when you want to defend cannabis, and I highly recommend you don't call it weed, instead I recommend you call it cannabis, and not ever call it marijuana, but definitely don't call it weed either, because there's reasons behind that, and we can go over that later at another conversation. There's plenty of things to learn, bro, here. But I just recommend calling it cannabis. But the thing is whenever you ingest it, whenever you use it, whenever you put it on your body, let's say I have a mosquito bite and it itches, and I take this 1% solution of cannabis oil and I put it wherever it's bothering me. It doesn't matter. In between my toes for athlete's foot, it doesn't matter. It's doing something, right? It's having a medicinal effect on a physiological effect on my body, right? Physiological. Everybody say it with me one time. 11 malevolent elephants. 11 benevolent malevolent elephants. 11 benevolent malevolent elephants. Everyone say it 20 times fast. Go. I couldn't even say it twice. So anyway, I'm putting this stuff between my toes because it rocks. So I'm using it like you would use some kind of a cream that you purchase in the store, right? I'm just rubbing it on my body. Guess what? It's affecting my body, and there's little discomfort in between my toe right there. And when I put this on there, it makes that discomfort go away. And if that's the case, then I think we have a winner. Judges say, look up the definition of the word drug. Okay, and I'll do that for you right now on the internet. and I'll show you the first thing that comes up on just a Google type search. This is a Bing or Google, right? Drug definition. Okay, that's exactly what I told you. So this is it. Here it is. This is I've had this conversation with so many people in the past.
People drink coffee hate that caffeine is drug. They're like, no, I'm not.
This is a Bing. This is from a Bing search right here. Drug, a medicine or other substance which has a physiological effect when ingested or otherwise introduced into the body. And what you would say is, if it's not a drug, if cannabis isn't a drug, then it can't do anything to your body, good or bad. But there's just about nothing in the planet that doesn't have an effect on you somehow, right? I mean, even if you're like talking about a strawberry or a piece of fruit, like a piece of citrus, like an orange or something, you're getting vitamin C. Which has a physiological, and it doesn't say it doesn't say positive or negative either. It just says a physiological. And I remember we looked up physiological. I went totally into this. This is why when you get down to something like this, when you're having a conversation with people and they understand definitions and terms and things like this, then in the future, when you have a conversation with them again, they know, how simple it is for them to just go and look something up, and that's all it is. I'm not smart. I just have access to information just like everybody else does. Everyone else has access to it as well. So pick up your phones, use them, learn. I learn new words all the time. I might not remember them, but I'm learning them for a couple of seconds. God, we heard one today. I was like, what word is that? Never heard of that one before. I can't remember what it was. I should have used it in a sentence. So, my mom doesn't know this, but we're sitting in her room, I'm looking at the door, her neighbor, when she's got a private room, and so does the person next door, and it's got all these warnings: hazard, wear full protective covering before entering, make sure you use all precautionary measures, full 100%. I was like, whoa, dude, her neighbor next door had something bad. No idea what it was. But it required a whole bunch of stuff on the door to remind people to be safe. It could have just been somebody with RSV or something. Or it could have been someone with COVID, dude. Yes, Mumsy's home, Billy, yes. She is here, right in front of me. And she's still not in bed yet. She needs to be. Oh, here, hold on a second. I have to go scold her.
have them there? Thanks. Brand. I have many ones. Great. Oh. Ugh.
No, I figured I'd just hold on to those. Love you. I'm gonna go eat some of this Chazhnov delicacies.
And joining me now is Democratic Senator Ben Cardin of Maryland. Senator Cardin sits on the Foreign Relations Committee. Senator, thanks so much for being with us again. We appreciate it.
I tell you, I had a cut in between my toes, and I didn't know it. And I put that oil on there, and I could feel it. It kind of lubricated it up, right? And it made it hurt more because it split open. And I've been walking around, and the oil just kind of seeped in there and stuff, and it just feels fine. It's perfect. It's unbelievable. I don't have to touch it or anything. So, yeah, I've been, in the hospital, and I just kind of feel it. Anyway, this woman, she makes baked goods, and she brought my mom dinner, man. A whole dinner for an army, bro. She brought all these basket full of baked goods and stuff, man. I got cookies, bro. I got the goddams, dude. I got it all going on. Dude, nice. Nice. Dude, I wonder if those notifications went out. I don't even know. Dude, she's got like frosting on. Dude, she's got frosting on like the cookie, bro. It's crazy. What is that? I don't even know, bro. Oh my god.
It does look good.
Dude, it is so decadent. I think I just gained 10 pounds from the one bite. It's a gingerbread cookie, but it's super sweet.
Nice.
It's like the most sugar I've ever tasted in a gingerbread cookie in my life. It's like a sugar cookie, but then it's got like a sugar white frosting with sugar Jimmy sprinkles on top, bro.
Very sugary. I wouldn't eat that.
I better deliver some poison and cholesterol. That's okay. Her son will eat it. Everybody knew who was going to have this stuff. She came over and told me how good my hair looks. Okay. That was decadent AF as fuck. So, are you guys having fun? I'm watching crypto right now. I don't know if you guys are watching it. We have been stuck at this 17.2 for freaking evs. I don't know if there's going to be a breakout or not. They claim that there is. Right now, there was just a free fall. It went down about $100, and now it's trying to check mark back up. Who wants to check mark back up with a bong rip, trendy style?
Oh, that sounds like
Jiminy, 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 Jiminy's here with some bong rips. Dude, look at my keyboard. How fly is that? How fly is my keyboard? Dude, my keyboard's so fly, bro.
everything's so clean.
Do what now?
Everything's so clean. Clean.
It's so fresh, it's so clean, clean. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
That's an old one, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember going into a bar and hearing a live band doing that song. And I was like,
Yeah.
huh? You're doing that It's So Fresh, It's So Clean, Clean song? On a stage? I was like, oh my God. So fresh, it's so clean, clean. Is having an LGBTQ party up in there, right? Rainbow! Look at it! Rumble, just kidding. Just kidding. Don't get upset. It's cool. We're cool. We need to talk. Rumble, we need to talk.
It's coffee talk.
Look, I'm going to say this so simply and easily before this bong rip. It's so simple. Look, if something doesn't affect you and it doesn't hurt other people negatively, it doesn't concern you. Remember that, and you'll be a much better person. You won't be like a cat trying to get in a window that's closed. You'll be like a cat that's coming in through an open window.
Yeah.
I know that analogy made no sense whatsoever, but it was available
I like it.
with a demonstration. Hey, what are you flipping around? What do you got on you? Don't you flip and flip at me. What are you doing?
In context, it was kind
What are you doing? You're getting all flippant with me. Flippant. Hey, flippant. Okay, Google. Flippant definition.
Here's the definition of flip. Turn
We're
over
learning
with a
with.
sudden quick movement.
Flippant. Okay, Google. Flippant definition.
Here's the definition of flippant. Not showing a serious or respectful attitude.
Cat. Is that a cat? That cat? Cats can be described in one word and one word only. And that word is flippant. And when you look up the word flippant in the dictionary, it should just show this guy right now doing what he's doing right now. Harley. You see his ears? Harles. He's cool, right? He looks and you call him, right? You know, he knows his name. He's Little Harles. He's Little Harles, man. Little Harles Meister. Cheers, Jiminy. Cheers, Big Merc 83. Throwing the frisbees. Nobody's even playing frisbee anymore, pal. What are you even not doing? Billy Valentine, his show. Everybody that's on the Rumble. We got Token Tony Z in the chat. And not a single other person is chatting. 22 people on Rumble. 11 people on the show. It's psychotic. That's 33 viewers, man. Cheers, guys. I can't believe you want to see this stuff.
of. Oh. Yeah.
I can't wait till I'm old and get my wings like Paulie.
I get the bully wing.
I can't wait till I'm older, get my wings like Paulie.
Sopranos.
You ain't gonna make it, kiddo. I don't know. Call me Nostradamus. I just don't see you making it to get your wings. Hmm? Nostradamus? Huh?
Nostril.
Here goes crypto.
Nostradamus.
Dude, this cookie is so bad. I mean, it's so good, but it's so
Badass.
it's so amazing. That's one hell of a good cookie. That's one good cookie. So we got notifications on YouTube, or I think we did. We did pretty good today.
Uh,
We just had to keep doing it.
strange. Yeah.
God bless America. Okay, this cookie is obnoxiously good. Um, I can't have that. There's no way. And then she's got this brownie. 2 brownies. Oh man. I think I'm done with just the one cookie. And it was so goddamn good. I can't believe how good that cookie was. My mom's in there watching TV. Um, I'm just gonna go check on her for 1 second, man. I mean, seriously, just look at her and just see if she's alright. She's comfortably watching TV, man. She's alert and she's up, man. She's good. It's good to have her home, man.
Hell yeah. It's awesome, man. Good news.
They told her she's got a faulty heart valve that needs to have some kind of surgery, but they didn't tell her what kind of surgery. I figure like a replacement valve. And she's like, I'm not going to think about that right now. I'm like, you know now, though, that you can do this. You just did it 2 times in a row. 2 days, 2 surgeries. You're a trooper. That's going to be easy for you, too, I'm sure. But you don't want to wait much longer on something like that. and her doctor's been telling her for years that they're sensing some sort of a dysfunction in the heart area, but they didn't know what it was. And she would ask them, and they'd be like, "We don't know what that is." Well, now they think they know it's a bad heart valve. Could you imagine if it's not? And these motherfuckers just want to cut into her and make fucking money off of her because they're goddamn butchers.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a medical expert. It's my mom's life we're talking about here. But I would love to get another opinion, you know? Because these motherfuckers, they already proved that they're not fucking professional. We had such a problem in there.
Like a heart institute as they have one in Florida.
You go from one doctor to the next, and one doesn't know what the last one did. They don't know where the records are. They don't know who the person in charge, where they are. It's a clusterfuck. And you go down to the nurse's station, you don't see a single employee anywhere on the hall. No one. No one's at the station. It's empty. Middle of the day.
Well, sleep that here too.
They call themselves the Adventist Hospital. And you walk down some of the hallways, and they've got like scripture-y type stuff on the walls. God walketh among those who, whatever, you know. Just big freaking words on the walls. Going like to the cafeteria, I was like, that's annoying.
Oh. Seventh-day Adventist.
Yeah, no, they're Advent now. They found some kind of a new marketing strategy. Now they're Advent.
Oh, is it new?
How cool. Listen how cool that is. That's like stealth bomber. Advent.
Advent. I'm Advent. Yeah.
So I'm Advent. I'm goddamn
Not
Ad Rock.
Advent.
I get down and my name's Ad Rock. You know, it's like Advent. I'm Advent. No, you're not.
Yeah. Marketing done off Christian.
I'm not talking about the surgery, Billy. I'm talking about the lack of communication, letting people sit and wait and not attending to them and not being around. That's what I'm talking about. But you get the feeling that if they're willing to just let you sit and forget about you and not tell you what's going on while you sit and wait, you know, for 2 hours, when you want to get the hell out of there because, you know, the patient is stressed out and has high blood pressure, and it's only stressed out more because she's in that fucking hospital still and has made it clear that all she wants to do is leave, and all you need to do is just do your thing because she's ready to walk up out of here right now. And nothing. So as it turns out, the excuse was, oh, we were trying to, for 2 hours, we were trying to find cheaper medication for you. And my mom's like, I don't care how much the medication is. I want to leave and I'll pay whatever it is. And they're like, are you sure? And I'm like, oh my God, man, they don't know who they're talking to. I just sat there and listened, man. Just kind of looked away. I took a picture. I put it on Twitter. You guys that follow me on Twitter, you guys saw it.
Yeah.
It was right at that moment. Where she was asking my mom, do you sure you don't want me to try to get you cheaper medication? This stuff's gonna be like $500. And my mom's like, I don't care. I can afford it. I just want to go home. Lady's like, are you sure? And I was like, this was going on. I was like, oh my God, this is fucking
Wow.
It's like she's trying to make you stay. It's like so weird. Like they actually make money because you stay there an extra day. Oh, that's right, they do. And you're an easy patient, so they'd love to have you. All you need to do is sit here, eat our food, use our restroom facility. We'll come in and give you a sponge bath and check on you every hour. And we need the money because that bed's going to make us some money. But you would think right now, during what's going on with a quademic, right? You ever heard of a quademic? That's what we got. They need these beds open. They need these rooms open. They need the space, man. Hospitals are starting to get slammed. Florida's one of the worst places. But I just saw a news program today. I don't know where it was. I don't know what state or city it was, but they were saying, oh, it was San Francisco. The hospital in San Francisco guy says, dude, this makes the Omicron and the original COVID, um, you know, influx of patients look like nothing what's going on right now with the quademic. He said, we're 500 patients. No, was it? It was either 50 or 5. I think it was 50. I think we're 50 patients over our what we were at when we had the COVID thing going on. He said we got 50 more patients in here now. San Francisco, CNN. I think I saw that. So
Crazy.
I'm getting my sister's coming over tomorrow. She's gonna cut my hair. I can't wait.
You get a bit of a trim.
Oh, bro, I'm going full lesbian.
Oh, nice.
You,
Full less.
you.
Love the back.
Yeah, short in the back, short on the sides. And
That's
bring
right.
this down too. I don't need all this. I need some though because I'm thinning, so I want to keep something up there. Um, my conditioner has obviously worn off for the day. Something just happened, man. Something just happened. Bro, that journalist, I'm going to say it again, the journalist that was covering the World Cup in, we figured this all out earlier today, in Qatar, the soccer World Cup, this journalist was tried to wear a rainbow t-shirt into the stadium. The Qatar security guards stopped him and said, you can't wear that in there. They detained him for 30 minutes. They tried to get him to remove his shirt. They were rude to him. They are one of the most high-tech Arab nations in the world. They're one of the most high-tech nations in the world. I suspect that they poisoned him. I suspect that they brushed his teeth. Somehow they did something. I can't imagine that for some reason that's the guy that dies. It's just, this is a
That's
landslide they're
crazy.
showing. A giant landslide in California moving a truck. bet God those guys sitting in that truck were like, holy shit. That truck got fucked up. Big old boulders hitting that truck, man. Holy shit. Big landslide. Climate disinformation campaign. Lawmakers find big oil has engaged in a long-running climate. Lawmakers find shit. We've known about this for years. They've done fucking. They've done fucking documentaries on it. Lawmakers find. What about a judge? Oversight committee. Cat's driving me crazy. I swear. No. Stop it. There he is again, man. It's like a nightmare. It never ends. I feel like I'm in hell. Kitty hell. Kitty hell. Kitty hell. Well, welcome to Kitty. Get in here. No, get in here. Stop it. Thank you. You're a very bad kitty. And I don't need the aggravation. Yeah, go hang out with Grandma. Grandma's not in there. Little fuckstick. Dude, why can't I hear you guys talk anymore? Oh, that's right, I turned you off. I turned you off a long time ago and forgot about it. Because I had to say one thing about drug.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh, sorry guys.
That's alright.
Did you miss hearing yourselves talk, or were you satisfied enough that you could see your chat on screen? Token Tony Z's got some stuff to say over there on the Rumbles. What do you got to say about that?
83. PSH Narcos.
Smartphones are only as smart as the people who use them. Token Tony Z. Munchies.
Bigmac 83.
Token Tony Z.
I was self-sufficient listening.
Cheers everyone. Token Tony Z. Yeah, second opinion, definitely. Healthcare is a disaster, and you're right, people just want to cut for money. Token Tony Z. That's when you just say you're leaving, and you can see how fast a doctor will come in and sign you out right away. If they want to get paid, they did that bullshit with me, and left me sitting there for.
They want me to trust them.
Token Tony Z.
Men of science.
Exactly.
Doctors.
I want you to stay past a certain time, and then they can get you for the whole day.
People who put up, statements on the walls of their hospital corridors that are referencing God. And God shall blah, 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 blah. And with God, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something, man. I don't trust those motherfuckers at all because they believe in bullshit.
I'd like to see some science.
Fuck those doctors. They believe in God. Fuck those motherfuckers, Billy. I don't trust them at all. You know? And the thing is not all those doctors are like that, but you don't know who is and who isn't. Because you're at the Seventh-day Adventist Hospital. They employ a lot of people. I guarantee you religion is not a requirement to work for them. You know, I have a feeling, you know what? I can very easily find this out right now. My dad sneezed. Gesundheit, my father. High bottom on the 24-hour, guys. So I read that through the whole article. They're not punishing the oil and gas companies for manipulating the truth and saying that, they're adhering
Billy
to green
Valentine.
policies.
Well, unfortunately, medical care and religion kinda go way back. Nurses used to be nuns and are still referred to professionally as Sister So and so, not Nurse So and so.
Crazy. Look at my cat being a little bitch. Oh, he loves this. Little massage on his shoulders and his neck. His eyes go all. It's funny. You like that, buddy? I turned my coffee into a mixed drink and poured some milk into it. Some fat-free milk, actually. Okay. So the Seventh-day Adventist does not inquire about your religion when you work for them. So these doctors might not be religious at all. So I shouldn't assume that they are. My bad. But those corridors are fucked up, bro. I'm telling you. They must just ignore that shit. Just put on the blinders and just walk ahead. The ones that don't believe in that stuff.
Yeah, it just means that it's like partially funded by the church. So,
Dude, I'm just gonna read this out to you. I'm gonna let the computer read this out to you. It's pretty it's pretty shocking. Oh, there's a stupid here.
A BP refinery in the port of Rotterdam in the Netherlands. CNN. Big oil companies have engaged in a long-running greenwashing campaign while raking in record profits at the expense of American consumers. The Democratic-led House Oversight Committee has found after a year-long investigation into climate disinformation from the fossil fuel industry. The committee found the fossil fuel industry is posturing on climate issues while avoiding real commitments to reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Lawmakers said it has sought to portray itself as part of the climate solution, even as internal industry documents reveal how companies have avoided making real commitments. Pro-fossil fuel Facebook ads were viewed 431 million times in 1 year.
Pro-fossil fuel.
Today's documents reveal that the
431
industry
million
has no
ads
real
viewed
plans to clean up its act and
in
is
1 year.
barreling ahead with plans to pump more dirty fuels for decades to come. House Oversight Committee Chair Carolyn Maloney
They have
told
no teeth.
CNN in a statement.
House Oversight Committee. What are they going to do? Are they finding them?
For example, BP
You know?
announced in 2020 it intends to be a net zero company by 2050 or sooner, but the committee found internal BP documents that show the company's recent plans do not align with the company's public comments.
Unreal.
In a July 2017 email between several of the company's high-level officials about whether to invest in curbing emissions from one of its gas projects off the coast of Trinidad and Tobago, BP's Vice President of Engineering stated that BP had no obligation to minimize GHG, greenhouse gas, emissions, and that the company should only minimize GHG emissions where it makes commercial sense, as required by code or if it fits into a regional strategy. BP declined CNN's request for comment on the committee's report. The committee said documents uncovered also showed the fossil fuel industry has presented natural gas as a so-called bridge fuel to transition to cleaner sources of energy, all while doubling down on its long-term reliance on fossil fuels with no clear plan of action to full transition to clean energy. A strategy slide presented to the Chevron board of directors from CEO Mike Wirth and obtained by the committee
Bridge
states
my
that while
ass.
Chevron sees traditional energy business competitors retreating from oil and gas, Chevron's strategy is to continue to invest in fossil fuels to take advantage of consolidation in the industry. In a 2016 email from a BP executive to John Minch, then chairman and president of BP America, and others, about climate and emissions, an employee assessed that the company often adopted an obstructionist strategy with regulators, noting, "We wait for the rules to come out, we don't like what we see, and then try to resist and block." The fossil fuel industry has of late been involved in extensive greenwashing, misleading claims and advertisements, particularly on social media, claiming or suggesting that they are Paris-aligned, and that they are committed to meaningful solutions. Naomi Oresks, a Harvard professor who has studied the fossil fuel industry's rebuke of climate science and consulted for law firms that have brought suits against the fossil fuel industry, told CNN.
Go like this.
Numerous analyses
Like this.
shows that these claims are untrue.
Go like this.
Fossil fuel industry cut jobs in 2021 despite growth in
Go like this.
production, Energy Department reports. BP, Chevron, Exxon, Shell, the American Petroleum Institute, and the U.S. Chamber of Commerce were the focus of Democratic lawmakers' investigation. The companies have denied engaging in a disinformation campaign surrounding climate change and the role the industry has played in fueling it for decades. CNN has
Oompa,
reached out to the
loompa,
companies and
doompa dee
organizations
dee.
for comment on the
I've
committee's
got a
findings.
bong rip ready for thee.
A
Hey!
spokesperson for Exxon
I'm
said
a-
in a
I'm
statement
a-
the committee took internal company communications out of context.
We're gonna win, and we're gonna win big. That's
The
what we're
House
gonna do.
Oversight Committee
We're gonna win
report
very
has sought
bigly.
to misrepresent
Well,
ExxonMobil's
I've got the orange
position on
face.
climate science
I've got my
and its
spray tan.
support
I'm
for
very
effective
orange
policy
today.
solutions
We're
by
gonna have some
recasting
McDonald's. I'm
well-intended
gonna have a filet of fish
internal
sandwich.
policy debates as an
I'm gonna
attempt
throw
to
some
accompany
ketchup against the
disinformation
wall.
campaigns,
I'm
it
very
said.
presidential. I'm
If
throwing a
specific
plate of food
members
against
of
the wall
committee
today.
Are so certain they're right. Why did they have to take so many things out of context to prove their point?
Megsy Williams.
Want to stay updated on the latest space and science news?
Cheers yo.
We've got you. Sign me up. By subscribing, you agree to our
They have a morning meeting that they
Privacy
pray
policy.
at every morning.
Megan Bloomgren, the senior vice president for the American Petroleum Institute, said in a statement the industry has focused on producing affordable, reliable energy while tackling the climate challenge, and that any allegations to the contrary are false. The U.S. natural gas and oil industry has contributed to the significant progress the U.S. has made in reducing America's CO2 emissions to near generational lows with the increased use of natural gas, Bloomgren said. We are poised to be a leader in the next generation of low-carbon technologies, including CCUS and hydrogen,
Fuck you.
technologies
Like we
widely
believe a
recognized to
word
be
you
critical
fucking
to meet
say.
the world's emissions reduction
You've been
targets.
lying all along. Why would you be honest now?
Democratic lawmakers
We
have
lost the
hoped
bottom,
committee
you guys,
hearings
on
would be the fossil fuel industry's
on
big
Bitcoin.
tobacco moment, a nod to the famous 1994 hearings when tobacco
Right back.
CEOs insisted that cigarettes were not addictive, triggering accusations of perjury and federal investigations. The impact of House Oversight's investigation into big oil will not be as immediate, but Representative Ro Khanna, a Democrat and the chair of Oversight's Environmental Subcommittee, said the findings have added to the historical record for the industry and its role in global warming.
Very interesting.
These hearings and reports have been historic because we succeeded in bringing in the heads of Exxon, Chevron, Shell, BP, API, and the U.S. Chamber of Commerce to testify under oath for the first time ever about efforts to mislead the public on climate and forced them to provide explosive internal documents, Khanna told CNN in a statement. I have no doubt that this work will be analyzed for years to come and help deepen our understanding about the entire industry's
Fucking
role in
cares.
funding
You
and
guys aren't going to
facilitating
punish them
climate
at all.
disinformation. Democratic
Not
lawmakers
one
said
word
the
of
oil and
any
gas
punishment
industry obstructed
whatsoever.
their investigation throughout the more than year-long process.
Notice that?
Many of their requests for internal documents were heavily redacted by the companies,
Of course they were.
which did not specify reasons for withholding the
Of
information.
course they didn't.
In other cases, documents were heavily redacted because companies like Exxon said the information was proprietary and confidential.
Of course
though
they
the
said
lawmakers
that.
noted that is not a valid reason to withhold information.
Of course
in a
it's
committee
not.
subpoena. These companies know their climate pledges are inadequate but are prioritizing big oil's record profits over the human costs of climate change, Maloney said. It's time for the fossil fuel industry to stop lying to the American people and finally take serious steps to reduce emissions and address the global climate crisis they helped create.
There you go. Someone lost 20 viewers.
Billy
Get the
Ballantyne.
papers twice.
The first nurse, Florence Nightingale, employed nuns to train in medical care
Superpowers.
because they listened well.
No.
Vows of silence and awe.
Huh. That's crazy. Are you guys DTS? You guys down to smoke?
Big Mac 83. Hash.
Jiminy, you're muted. Cheers, buddy. Hey, cheers, everybody. Thank you, Big Mark. Cheers, everybody. We're smoking. We're going in.
Megsy Williams. Me. Nick Brown. Cheers.
DTS, down to smoke. You guys know what that's from?
Billy Ballantyne. Yes. Cheers. Mix of cheese and moth OG. Nick Brown. DTS.
Nick, what's up, buddy? We've got a falling wedge forming on the 24-hour. Very good sign.
Billy Ballantyne.
Very good sign, Jiminy.
DTS. Digital Titty Syndrome. When you got square boobs. Big Mac 83.
Square ones.
Down to smoke.
DTS.
BigMuck83. At the dispensary today, I heard one of their salesmen talking to a guy and referring to it as the W word,
Well,
and I
salesman.
almost said something to him like PSH. But I just kept to myself.
Weed. God, it's such a bad one, man. Weed. My bong is dirty, but it's 420 in Newfoundland. That's never stopped me before. But you know what has an empty
Valentine. Cooking something
bowl.
hard.
So
A
I
Turkish recipe for
grabbed
game hens basted in honey and pumpkin seeds.
Billy. Oh, Billy, Mr. Sir Billy, it's your show, Billy. What would you like to do, Billy? Are you having fun, Billy? It'd be funny if Billy was like, I want to end the show right now. It is your show and you'll dance if you want to.
Billy
Dance,
Valentine.
little Billy, go
Set the
dance.
tablecloth on fire.
Right?
BigMuck83.
The flowers
Scored my 3
are
grams
still
of
standing.
hash and got the F out $66.
Will someone please name that movie for me? So I won't feel so alone and cold. Please. Again, that movie quote was, the flowers are still standing. No law regarding cannabis. It's Newfoundland 420. Cheers, everybody. Let's see how much smoke we can generate in this glass tube here and make it pretty and interesting and exciting for all. For everyone. In fact, here, let us do this right here. We shall do this and get the most out of this shot. I want this shot. I want it in this shot. Here, I get this down here. Really focus. We're going to focus on this. What's going on down here? Yes, indeed. Look at this. Look at this. We're going to get rid of this. We don't need this. This is the Twitter sphere. We don't need the Twitter sphere. Yeah, we don't need the Twitter sphere. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody.
Billy Valentine. Bill Murray. I know. But does any else?
The flowers are still standing. The flowers are still standing.
Samantha. Ghostbusters.
Yes, Samantha. No, you're not going outside. Don't bother me like that.
Billy Valentine.
We
Ding, ding.
have a winner. We have a winner. And Samantha was her name. Survey says. Deeply unserious. He says deeply unserious on his podcast all the time. Everyone knows that. It's something he says a lot. AOC used it in a tweet, and then Shut the Fuck Up Shitlib saw the tweet, posted and says, evidence that AOC watches you know,
Chris Valentine.
uh,
I'm
Nick's show.
Abso-fucking-mutely.
I Google the term, and it turns out it's a very common term. And it's very commonly used in politics and talking about nations and whatever. Chances are, AOC could have seen that term somewhere else, right? Most likely she did. Um, I don't know why she would be watching Nick's broadcast, but there is a good possibility that she does watch it, and maybe she did get the term from him. But at the same time, this is too much. There's too much. I guess I would call it.
My apologies.
He says deeply unserious on his podcast all the time. I couldn't come up with the word fast enough. It's so funny. I was thinking that. I was like, God, I wish I could come up with the word. If I listened to that, I could figure it out, what I was trying to say.
Billy Valentine. I miss Karen and the stories about giant reptoid panda bears that make rock candy on Pluto.
I do not. I don't. We got falling wedge patterns, guys, all the way across the board on the 24-hour charts. So in case you want to familiarize yourself with what that looks like, you're looking at
Billy Valentine.
falling wedge here.
You're right.
It goes like this. See
She
this?
was an easy target.
Top, bottom. Okay? Top.
Billy Valentine. I tried to go to Target, but I missed.
Bottom. Top. And the bottom of these is right here. Top. Bottom. This is definitely falling wedge pattern on Matic. That's a very healthy signal. Top. Bottom. Top. Bottom. All the way across. These are all falling wedge patterns. On 24 hour. Harl, stop bothering me, dude. You're going to stay inside. I want you to stay inside because you keep going in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out like a little bitch. Okay? Don't be a little bitch. No, don't be a little bitch. I'm going to lock you out of my studio, and I totally can do it. So you're not there going, meow, 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 because it's very distracting. I've got 23 very important people. Those are VIPs that are sitting here watching the show across multiple channels. Multiple channels. No, buddy. No, 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 no. Like I said, no, no, no. There's a cat.
Nick Brown. #trendy elites.
There's a cat right there. He's in the good. These cats are right there.
Big Mac 83. Awesome show as usual, good sir.
You see him on the other camera too. Two angles of the kitty cat. Hey, we got the Harl's cam. I like the Harl's cam. Look at that. Hey, look at that. We got a Harl's cam. Thank you, Big Merc. All right. Yeah, you're right. We've had enough. 24 people have had enough. I am at Nade's Garden on Twitter.
Billy Valentine. I don't want to make Christmas dinner this year. Does Judaism have a Hanukkah dinner or something like that?
Yeah, they do. They do. They do, and you make traditional Jewish food and serve it up. They make potato latkes, and they make these Hamantaschen, these cookies and you get chocolates, little gold wrap chocolates, and all kinds of shit, man. They hook it up, son. They hook it up, son.
Billy Valentine. On what day?
No, you're generally
Or all
not.
of them?
Not generally. Well, yeah, at home, yeah, you're celebrating it if you're traditional. You're with the kids. You're celebrating it every night for 8 nights. 8 nights. Give them a gift every night. You know, that's what some people do. Not everyone does that. You light a candle every night. Harls, you guys, let me hear in the chat. Number one, if you think I should let the cat outside. Give me a one in the chat if you think I should let the cat outside. Number two, if you think I should make him stay inside.
You should make him stay inside. Just
Should I leave the Harls in the house? Number two. Number one, if Harls should go outside.
God knows he's right there at nighttime.
Look at him like he's trying to go outside. He'll just stand in the fucking.
Billy Valentine.
Okay, good. First one is a 2.
Holy shit, what the fuck?
He stays in the house.
8.
You may
In
just
a
save the
row.
cat's life.
Is there Adderall involved?
Is there Adderall involved?
After you told me what you have in that place, fuck that.
Somebody fucking said something
Mexi
about.
Williams.
Rock it out.
Inside.
Somebody said something about
Nick
Adderall.
Brown. Too dark.
Yeah, he couldn't be. He wouldn't be able to see out there.
Nick Brown. 2.
The cat stays inside. It's already been determined.
Mexi Williams. He's tricking you.
I'm telling you, he's a very good kitty. Anyway, listen to you guys. Listen to me now. I like to smoke cannabis, and I do it on this show all the time. Right now,
Billy Valentine. That's actually better. 1 gift for 8 days equals 8 gifts. Instead of 67 fucking boxes in one morning.
$67 fucking boxes. Right? You're right. Okay, we've got some kind of a something's going on with Bitcoin now. All the crypto is that rising wedge pattern has been broken out of. It's going up. This is the breakout. So I predicted this, and here we go. Do you want to know how high we're going to go? I'll tell you. We're going to go. We're going to hit We're going to hit 17,200 on Bitcoin. We're going to go up $50. It's going to just shoot up. No, Harles, you have to stay inside. The chat has spoken. It was a unanimous inside you stay. I shall pet you, though.
Unanimous inside the state.
You want me to feed you? You want me to feed you? I'm going to feed the cat. How about that? I love you guys. You guys are great. You guys have a great night. I will see you. This breakout's great. What's going on right now, I just predicted it, and there it goes. If you want to see it, hey, don't mess with me. I told you I'd feed you. Really quick here.
Mexi Williams. Bye, nay, thanks.
You're welcome. This is the breakout that I just predicted.
Billy Ballantyne. Fuck you, Harls. Make Nay a coffee. All high and mighty in your cat fur. PSH.
Right? Psh, unreal. So here's the breakout. If you want to see it happening, you can see it basically if you look right here, 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 all these spikes here. Look at all this. This is Cardano, man. 3 freaking volume spikes. Bitcoin had 3 volume spikes, giant ones. So that's what's going on. All right. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Remember, I'm at Nade's Garden on Twitter. Here it goes again. I said it's going to go up to 500. I mean, it's going to go up to. I said it's going to go up to 200. It's at 146, 145 right now. Yeah, it's going to go up to 17.2. Here it goes. Get ready. Get ready for this volume spike. It's going to be massive. Because it already broke out of the pattern. It broke out of the down wedge. So once that happens, it's the up. That's the signal. So you guys can all see that signal if you look. It's simple. Look. I just showed you guys the downward wedge, right? Now look. This is breaking out of this line. Okay, same here. This is going down. This is getting ready to break up out of the line on Bitcoin. This one, it's pretty prominent that is going up above this line going down. Here's the upward trend. Here's the upward trend. You see it extending right now. This is Cardano, which is showing a lot of volume. And of course, Binance is also showing that it is about to break out of this. It might not, but you can see that is what this is. That is what this means.
You know, I don't want to leave. One have an accident early in the morning, like 10. I don't want to leave. Miss Malay always don't want to leave a poop for all night. So I have pad and pen. He's dirty. I forgot to tell you to turn the machine on, and I want you to do it, please, now, because it's smelling.
All right, yeah.
It smell bad.
All right, you guys. I'll see you guys later.